Guten Morgen. Corgi, what's good? What's good, Corgi? Got a surprise for y'all on stream. Another one. DJ Khaled. Another one. Yeah, Corgi, we got the red folder news. I just want to show you. I got the glasses on today. And look, I've been fighting with this green screen for probably the last 40 minutes. It's gonna stay the way it is. I think it's better now, but I've literally just been sitting here. I had to pull out the drip today because today's gonna be payday Friday, right? So we gonna get that shmoney. So I had to pull out the drip today with the glasses. I got the shirt, but y'all can't see it. That's all good though. Got a little like, I don't know. Y'all can see it. Something slight, right? Yeah, I got you, Corgi. What I wanted to do, because I was gonna talk to you on stream. Do you want me to create a do you want me to create a video or a PDF, or do you want me to do both? Because I want to make sure I like really break it down for you and not just throw something together. Because I can do that this weekend. I just need to know what you think would be better for you, like a video of me doing that, or a PDF of like how I did it. So just let me know which one works. Think both is better? Okay, cool. Yeah, let's do that then. So we'll just do both for risk management for the accounts and passing them and stuff. So yeah, I'll do that. I'll do that this weekend, and I should be able to get it done for Saturday or Sunday. I can get it out because I want to make sure I go through it. I'll even put pictures. I think I can go back in Top Step and show pretty much what I did because it should be on there. Is the voice good or is the sound good? It sounds good in my head, but I don't know what it is for you guys. Okay, so today I was originally looking for upside, right? Because of the model that I look at in terms of determining weekly profile. So if you want an hourly chart, this is something that I do pretty much every day. And again, this helps me get like a soft bias of what I'm looking for. Today I need a little bit more information. I think we got it in terms of, it looks like we potentially may want to trade a little bit lower, which is fine. So what I do pretty much, do we have time? Yeah, we have some time. I got on here a little bit earlier. So let me show you what it looks like on my screen. What I do every day. So this is how I get the weekly profile. So pretty much what you see me doing is you have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, right? On the other one in the Discord, I actually put it there. There's SMT here. Let's do higher time frame one. It'll disappear. So we have SMT between here and ES, and we notice that ES trades up. Sorry, ES fails to even close it. So let's show that. So ES fails to close this gap in, which would be showing weakness. And then we have SMT here. So if let me do it on this so it'll be a little bit, I think on the bottom. Let's do it like this. Yeah, here we go. So notice how this high is shorter there. And also we have this high gets taken out there and this high does not. So let me just circle it so you guys can see what I'm talking about. So this high right there, and then this high. Notice how this is that same high here, and then it goes higher. So it's SMT there, right? We also have SMT at this high. Let's delete that. We have SMT between that high, this high, this high, that high. So that's what I see there, right? So for me, that's when I say I feel like I'm getting a little bit of conflicting, because if this is the weekly profile in terms of, okay, we're looking for midweek reversal, which means that Wednesday would create the low of the day or low of the week. That means Thursday we should look for higher prices. We got consolidation essentially. And then that means Friday we should look for higher. That's like the understanding of the weekly profile. Then you have where you have normal or classic weekly expansion, which means that the low will be created on Monday or Tuesday. Then you look for Wednesday. If let's say it's going higher, you look for Wednesday higher, Thursday higher, and Friday you look for TGIF. That's essentially what you'd be looking for in terms of building the model for the weekly plan. I think I learned this from, I want to say it's AM Trades. I think that's where where he had discussed that, so he can probably discuss a little bit better. But that's where I learned the weekly profiles and how I'm going in every day. Just saying, okay, well, what happened Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday? Okay, now we also have news at 9:45. So that would be like that's like my process of like what I'm looking for. So like ideally, you want to see this go higher, but we have SMT up here just based off of this. But again, we can come back inside the range, right? We can really come back inside the range. 50% is here, which also kind of matches up. If you want the daily chart, where is it? Tripping. Oh, the 4-hour chart. Sorry. So the 4-hour chart, we have this volume imbalance there. Extend that out. It also aligns with this wick, and 50% also aligns with the retracement. So it's a little bit for me. I need to see more, but it looks like it wants to potentially trade lower. Sorry, I got to delete all these arrows and stuff because that's not what it looks like. But yeah, so this is my weekly profile. This is pretty much what I do to look for, and I do it every day, and then I take before and after photos. So I take the 4-hour, the 1-hour, and the 15-minute. I think I'm gonna start adding in the daily. When I do the daily chart, I can show it to you right now. We got some time. We got 8 minutes. Okay, I'll show it to you real quick. So this is what my 4-hour chart looks like. So we talked about this yesterday. This key IFEG, because in the swing, it's there. So it'd technically be a reclaimed IFEG, and so I'm thinking potentially we want to trade a little bit lower, especially where the bodies are. So I know everything that I see, and I just extend it over. And if it's already has happened, like this I had the other day, I put it in a little bit lighter tone, so that I can see what is pretty much, I guess we'll say, being focused on today. That's kind of how I do that. So that's the 4-hour chart, and I keep this all on one. So I'll clean that up. Then I go to the 1-hour chart. Then I start to notice, okay, well, what's there? We have this key FEG there as well. And the bodies have respected that as well. So again, looking potentially to see if, sorry, this should be in here. So we can see this is on the 1-hour chart, and all of this is like in my notes. So if it's light, that means I've put it in there before. So that's what that means. If it's dark, like that's dark, this is dark. I guess it's lighter, but it's dark. That's how I'm looking at it, right? And then I go down to the 15-minute chart. There's really nothing there for me. I just saw the new day opening gap, which look at the bodies respect that on the 15-minute chart, or on the 1-hour chart, which is kind of cool. Sorry, this should be on the 15-minute chart. I'm tripping. So that's what I saw in there. And so that's what gave me, okay, we can bring that up. And I took these at like 7 a.m. or something, before 8 a.m. That's pretty much what I do. So we had SMT here. This day we had a breaker. We had this key fair value gap. And remember this one from Friday, that key fair value gap that I outlined. So that one's still there. We have a suspension block. So there's a lot of stuff that's still there. I don't extend it all the way out into the future, but that's pretty much what I look for and what I'm doing on the time frames that you guys don't necessarily see, but that's stuff that I'm looking at. And so I kind of told you how I have one time frame where it's the 4-hour, I have the daily, the 1-hour, and then the 15-minute chart. So that's like my process. It's pretty much what I look at. If you guys wanted to see that, just wanted to share that with you guys. So let me fix this up real quick. There we go. Okay, cool. So it's payday Friday. Let's see what we're gonna get here. Let's go back to, we're gonna do 5 or 6. Oh, let me listen to some classical music today. Hold up, we're gonna put it on here. Okay, so Let's go to this. Let's see. I think I put it on there. Let's see. Let's do this. What y'all suggesting? I tried this one yesterday. It didn't really work for me, to be honest. Y'all got another one? I try this one maybe. Most essential classic favorite. This one. I think I'm gonna try this one. We'll see how good it is. We'll see how good it is. I'm telling you, I just need some tea and some biscuits. I'm telling you. That's just what I need right now. It's a nice tea party. Okay, let's start getting into the mode. Let's see. I find this is cool too. Let's go to the 1 minute chart. We got some time, right? So the thing I've been looking into. Was it on? What time was this? Is not it. Hold up. I'm tripping. It is today. Yeah, it's right here. Sorry about that. Which time frame was it on? It wasn't on this one. Oh, it was on this one. 1 minute chart. Peep this, right? So when price is at this high, look, notice how we take out this high there. Then where's the last fair value gap before trading lower? It's right here. Bang. Look at that. Bodies don't even get up in there. It wicks up in there. This, yes, there's a fair value gap here, but this is again what I was talking about, where ICT looks at the one that happens before the run, and this would be that. And look how it comes back up there. Sell side clear right there. Easy lows, bang, and then goes lower. So the midnight opening displacement, which is somewhere down here. I don't know. I saw it. Somewhere down here. I can't remember where I put it. Somewhere, yeah, right here. So it'd be this one. That's the first presented one, and see how all that overlaps. That was a good scalp. I didn't take it, obviously, but I just want to show you guys. I thought that was pretty cool. So right now we're trading back up into this hourly fair value gap. Man, this song, I got to turn it down. Okay, let's see. I mean, again, these just look very clean. Boom. Boom, fall short here. So that's why I just need to wait for a little bit more information, because right now it's a little bit conflicting. Market profile, I would suggest higher, just based off what we're seeing. Monday looks like it wants to create the low, or Wednesday created the low of the week, in my opinion. Based off what we're seeing, we do have SMT at the top, but I need to see that displacement and show that going forward. Like that's like what I'm looking for, if you know what I mean. So yeah, but let's just watch and see what we're getting here. Let me go back to where I have all my targets and stuff. Because the PM session high that we hit, the PM session high from Wednesday. Or sorry, it should be low. No, sorry. It is right here. PM session high from Wednesday is here. So extend that over. That's where that high hit and rejected. So again, my focus is on session highs and lows, daily highs and lows, especially in the last 3 days. That's where I'm looking. So it's 9:30. What let's see what gap we got. So we got a pretty small gap, or smaller gap compared to what we usually have. So it's 37 handles. So we've already traded up to consequent encroachment of that. We just fell short of actually like full closure, but I'm sure that we'll get that. I'm sure we'll get full closure. So we noticed that. Also from yesterday, we're at the consequent encroachment of yesterday's. Yeah, okay, so we got full closure now. Let's go to the 5 minute chart. since I'll have the 15-minute on this time frame. Okay, so we've done that. Again, those look just clean to me, but just gotta be patient here because today's payday Friday, so I'm gonna be patient. Pizza Friday. Corgi, did your teacher ever have did you guys ever have pizza days in school? Those used to be my favorite days. And then they stopped bringing pizza, so I bought my own pizza. When I was in high school. I remember that. I see you wanted to purge the high and then do TGIF. Okay, I see. I can see that happening though. These equal highs up here, I could definitely see that. Like that buy side, this looks just too clean for me, right? Even yesterday, like that was atrocious yesterday. Like we don't take out this buy side right there, and we fail here, and then ES trades up and takes it, bruh. What are we talking about? Literally, what are we talking about? Let's see. No first presented fair value gap yet. None. Zilch. Nada. We're just going to chill here on the 5-minute chart for right now. So we hit the PM session high. Let's put that in there. And I usually mark it with yellow so that I know what that is. So I do a lot, or I guess it's orange. That's the PM session high that we just hit there. Look at that rejection and the rejection block. Pretty nasty rejection right there, if I do say so myself. Pretty nasty rejection. So again, not the first presented fair value gap. Now what would be interesting is how do we respond here? If we trade back up to that, what response do we get from there? Now we just hit the AM session low from Friday, and also this hourly fair value gap. Let's note that again, remember, just so we know that. So what do we get from here? Do we get any respect from this gap here? Can we even trade up to it? I know it's not the first presented fair value gap, but look, this is the fair value gap that took out buy side here. So that's why I highlighted that one. Just so you can know. Tell you, I'm gonna start drinking tea on here with this classical music. Get some scones. Scones for everyone. Sorry about that. That part was very loud. Sorry. Okay, let's see how we respond there. So that's a nice response initially. Weren't able to close in there right now. So what we get. But again, we got news at 9:45, so I'm okay with waiting a little bit. If I was more confident, that would have been a nice entry, but I don't trust it yet, so just gonna wait. Let's look at ES just to make sure. We want to make sure. So we have SMT there again, right? SMT the highs again. So it's just something to watch. Since we noticed that, we're going to watch them both. I need to get like one more screen so I can have that above there, so I can just literally look at this and not have too much going on. So I can just take a peek, you know what I mean? But I'll get there. But I don't want to have too much going on. I'm not even sure how I used to trade. See, I don't have the books today. But before I had the camera on, like this is how I was talking to you guys. Like I would sit here and talk like this because it was like all the time I felt like you guys were saying you couldn't hear me. So I was talking like that. No, I know you can't hear any music. I can only hear the music. I need to figure out how to play like royalty-free music so it can be in the background. But yeah, right now I'm listening to some classical music. That's a nice rejection from there, from the PM session high on Wednesday. And currently trading into the AM session low from Friday. That's where we're banging around right now. But again, we haven't even created a first presented fair value gap. This was just a key one. Let me just note that. Oh, it's not on there. Come on, bruv. Let's just do all intervals. It's fine. So again, if I was confident in the trade, that would have been the trade to take. But I'm not. I also want to just wait for the news event. Remember, we do have London low. Let's just note that. That looks like cookies as well. Looks like shark bait. Ooh ha ha. I'm telling you, wait till I get that thing. That's over. Wait till I get that. You'd be like, Finding Nemo. Yup. Okay. So again, look how you can see back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. It's for me, when I see that price, or when I see price that looks like that, it's very indicative. At least right now, it's not ready, but high resistant. It's not ready because it would be creating very, very clear gaps. Very clear gaps. Dang, I don't know if y'all heard that. This is what I'm gonna do though. I'm gonna make a Spotify playlist. I'm gonna put it in the Discord. I'm also gonna, I'll put it in the Discord, and then y'all just drop in your songs, and then we'll listen to it. I feel like that's a vibe, no? Look at the bodies. Respect this and this order block there. I like that. So this is definitely they should get smoked like pretty quickly. Pretty quickly. They should just be bam, right down there. Because not only do you have SMT here, they got cooked. They're going to get cooked. Whoever's got their stop down here is praying right now. And it should just smoke it real quick. That's what I would want to see. I don't really want to see it play around. Because if I was short here, again, I want to see it just quickly run down here. Fail to get up there. Don't overlap. Because we're getting a lot of overlapping price action right now. Order block. It would need to hold and start trading softer. But again, 9:45 is a news event. So we're chilling. We're chilling right now. Big chilling. Big chilling. But yeah, to be honest, this week in terms of like the weekly profile, like I've really been off on doing that. There's been other weeks where I've been like spot on, where it's like, okay, it's gonna do this, it's gonna do that. This week, especially not taking out the 40-day low and then pulling up high, it's like, okay, well, Wednesday must have created the low of the week. So I mean, it does three things. It can consolidate, obviously consolidate, and it's gonna go higher or lower, right? And then you have to remember what type of environment you're in. So we had expanded last week, so then the ideology is retracement, right? Expansion to retracement, right? We got to think about month one content from ICT. AM Trades, I think, talks about this as well. I might go back and review it again. I mean, this was a couple years ago. He made this video. I don't know where it would be. If I find it and you want me to put in the chat, I can. But it's been a while. I haven't really watched anyone else. But again, see all this price action here? It's just not. I don't like this visually. Right, when you're trying to get in your trades or trying to take trades, you want it to visually like at least look good. Like right now, it doesn't look good right now. So it's just not it for me. Also, look, ES took out this barely, and NQ has not taken it out yet. So that's what we're dealing with right now. I do think that these are like really clean in the pit, like it's just sitting there waiting, and like. Yeah, but just for B right there, getting in there, if I felt confident that this had actually run that and then displaced there, and I specifically outlined this, and that's what I was looking for. But again, there's no first presented fair value gap yet, so I just like that to form, and it has yet to form. Unless y'all see it forming, I haven't seen anything form yet on the 1 minute chart. Nope. Nah. Oh, I guess it's here technically. 32. This would technically be the first presented fair value gap right here. My bad. It's formed right over top of the, and that's what I actually started to notice too, when I was looking at it, that they would a lot of the times overlap. But again, like I said, I'm waiting for 9:45. So only thing that comes to my mind is like the first shall be last and the last shall be first, right? That's what I've been repeating to myself. I don't need to be first. And I can be oh, look, there was this thing I was gonna talk about, right? I forgot, I just remembered it right now. So I was like, imagine you're gonna go get on a train, right? And the train leaves at, we'll do it in like ICT terms, right? The train leaves between 9:50 and 10:10. Right? Does it matter what time you get there? As long as you're there before 10:10. You know what I mean? As long as you're there before 10:10, you're fine. It doesn't matter if you're the first person or the last person. The bus waits and then it leaves, right? So I ain't worried about trying to get in there first. Right? I'm just chilling right now. Smooth chilling. Did we take out London low here? I can't tell. I think so. I think we took out London low. I'm thinking we're gonna hit this buy side up there. I'm still gonna wait. We got what, 3 minutes. But yeah. We just chilling. I want to see if we actually took out London low with ES. So we did take out London low with ES. That's pretty good, actually. That's pretty good. Pretty good. So we did not take out London low here, even though that looks like prime, it looks like prime rib, you know, just sitting there. But we're just waiting. So we have SMT at the lows. This might be a place to watch up in here. But we have what? Like 2 minutes left. Again, for me, just 5-minute chart, just wicking. All right, just wicking. So I don't like to see this, especially on a 5-minute and 15-minute chart. This is not what I want to see, like, at all. Also within this turn, again, let's do the same thing. Within this turn, here's the fair value gap. There. Same thing that I just showed on the 1-minute chart, I think back here or something, or even here. It's the same thing there, right? It's fractal. That's how it works. But yeah, it's just wicking and wicking and wicking. Now again here, there were SMT down below. Again, like these highs though, they just look like prime rib right now. But we got what? Well, I got about a minute left, and we'll see what ends up happening here. The green screen is doing better than I thought, but like I'm telling you, for 40 minutes straight, I'm sitting here trying to fix this thing, and it wasn't working. I was almost about to be like, I'm not using it no more, at least not today. So I'm glad I got on at the time I did. Let's just look at this premium discount. So it came down to a discount, 50% of that, but we got about like 10 seconds. Then the red folder news. Let me just make sure they ain't like jump something else in there, because there's been times where I've had that before. Nah, we're straight. Okay, we're chilling. Okay, we're chilling. So again, look, I'm just watching the bodies right now. Again, I ain't gotta be first, but I will get on the bus. That's for sure. But I ain't gotta be first. We're gonna wait. We're gonna see what the macro is gonna give us. I mean, I'm thinking prime rib is up there, but we'll see. See what we end up getting. Macro time 9:52, 10:10. Dang, I didn't leave it on there either. More confidence, this would have been a trade. Don't like it right now. Bro, I'm tripping today. I think these glasses got me feeling different because it's like I can't remember where anything is. Put on the top, I'm gonna put this at 12. This is a macro, right? So let's just leave it there. Yeah, so up there is where I'm looking. Again, I'm watching to see what we're also going to get here too, right? Because we want to see the same thing, right? We really, really want to see the same thing in each of them. We don't want to see ES go above and then this fail, or this one go above, NQ go above and then ES fail. Like, that's just not what we're looking for. Again, just gotta be aware of this 5-minute chart. Aware of what it's doing. Nobody close above here. This is a 5-minute order block. And how are we reacting and responding there? That's what I'm watching. Again, this is the bottom end of the hourly fair value gap. So we have SMT, and I feel like this kind of already confirmed it. Here. Especially with this rejection. I think it's kind of already confirmed it a little bit. But again, so for me now, if it's like, okay, I'm looking for the lows to get taken out, I need to see a fair value gap form in order for me to get in. Yeah, the times I say like I'm literally sitting on my hands, like you can't, I guess you can't even see it, but like my hands are like down. I'm just sitting here. There's nothing to do, nothing to press. So there is that gap there. I am really thinking about shorting that. I can trade up into that. Up into here. I'll short that actually. If I can do that. It may not even reach up into there. So there's a volume imbalance there as well. I just want to see if it could trade up a little bit higher. I'm looking at the 5-minute chart just to, yeah. See if we can do that. If we can do that, try a short. Come on, give it to me. Give it to me, darling. Give it to me. Baby, come back. Felt just short of it. Let us see. That's what I'm waiting for. I want to see if we can trade up into that gap. I really want to see if we can do that. I just want to be very cautious, but I want to see if we can trade up into that 2-minute chart. We've already done that a little bit. Let's see if we can trade up into that area. What I don't like is where I feel like it's not going to give it to me, but I don't want to jump in. I'm going to wait for it to trade up in there, and then we'll test it. See if we can take out that London low. About to say, I was like, wait, what just happened? So look down there. Stop loss is going to be above there. And so we're looking for London low. What's up? What's up, blood? You remember that? What's up, blood? So that's what we're looking for. So we're gonna see if we can scratch this a little bit lower and see if that's what we're gonna get. If not, then we ain't finna get that. But that's what I'm looking to see if we can get that and hit the London low. And what we have a couple of things below us, so we'll see that. If not, then it is what it is. But that's what I'm looking for, and we'll see if we get that. Get trade towards this London low. May not get that. Maybe a quick stop out. Okay. So it looks like we potentially want to go up here. So we'll just wait again to see what we're gonna get, and just go from there. So I like this from where we were. I want to see if London low with SMT, but it looks like we're just gonna go a little bit higher. 5-minute chart. Okay. So you gotta be patient. This will give us a better opportunity if that's actually the case, and let's go a bit higher. Just gonna wait. Because again, I'm not trying to be in a rush to do anything crazy. It's just that's what I was reading, so we're gonna go with that. Again, I would not have put my stop loss above here or even above there. That wouldn't make any sense to me to put it up that deep, because I would not expect it to come back up here. Just in my opinion. My opinion. Let me just look at something real quick. You said as soon as you came in, price ran against, bro. It's just part of trading, man. It just is what it is. Yeah, teacher, you're banned, man. Can never come in here again. Like, you're just not allowed to come in here. Have to put you in like the timeout. Oh, don't worry about it. We finna be straight, man. It's gonna show itself at some point. It's okay. Just gotta be a little bit more patient. It's finna show itself. Let it get its but not as soon as you came here, it didn't run again. I mean, like, whether you came in here or not, like, it was, that's just what we're getting right now. I just want to take this. Let's put this right. So for me right now, I think waiting for a 5-minute gap is probably going to be the best thing, or something clear on the 5-minute chart, because right now it's just too many wicks right now. So I don't want to get caught up in here just, not doing much. Because this, I would have expected if it was going to go down there, it shouldn't have ran through this. Right? It shouldn't have done that. So, just got to wait. So again, this gap here came up above it. Now looks like we're using it. This gap got ran through. This was respected. So again, it'll show itself. Because it happened. There was another day that looked kind of very similar to this. Very, very similar. Might have been like last Tuesday, I think. You said, did you jinx the trade? Teacher, you're good, bro. It's like it is what it has nothing to do with you. You didn't put on anything. I put on the trade. I puts the trade on, so I take the risk. That's just what it is. So we're there in the macro time right now, right? So pretty much waited for the macro time. That's when I trade up in at 9:51. So it fit what I was looking for, but looks like we want to take out this buy side from yesterday. seems to be the case a lot lately. But again, nothing really to do here. To be honest, I will be like straight up. It's been like the markets have been, I mean, it's January, right? So I know that, but they've been a little bit, in my opinion, harder to read than even last year. That felt easier for me, especially when I was when I passed this thing. I mean, I wasn't getting this type of price action. That's also another thing. When you're trying to pass your accounts or trying to go through your accounts, trading during times where it's more liquid is, especially if you want sustained runs. If you're trying to get like just chunks, like it depends what your strategy is. If you're trying to get chunks or you're trying to get like full pulls, because I was pretty much pulling 1,000 a trade essentially. So I guess I had lost one because I had one day that I think it was like $500 or something. So look, we have SMT here so far. But again, I want to see something on like a little bit better on a 5-minute chart. Like this is just not it. I think because it's run up there again. Hold on, let's do this. I just have way too much going on this chart right now. Sorry. Way too much for me. This is at the right. Nope, one over. Okay, cool. So now I'm watching the 5-minute chart, 15-minute chart. Oops, let me go to that hourly chart. 15-minute chart came down into this gap again. Yeah, so it looks like we might want to start gravitating up here towards the buy side from the previous day. Now, if we didn't have all these wicks, this would be of interest, but like that failed to get there. So up there, but it'll give us a time to get in. It's a time for everything, right? Don't worry about it, sweetheart. Don't worry about it. I know y'all know that one. Don't worry about it, sweetheart. It's that splat. Okay, so we're getting a better close on the 5-minute chart. Again, we weren't really getting anything in this. A lot of the wicking up to the upside, that's what I was like, But now it's starting to get a little bit more clear. Wait till 10. You have this right here. On the 2-minute chart, 10-minute chart, or 10-minute chart, 10 o'clock. If we believe it's going to come up here, we should look for a low, it to draw down first and then do that. So breakaway gap here, a failure to get to there. We might have another trades forming soon, but just need to see how we're going to close here in about 30 seconds. So that'll give us an opportunity to see what we're gonna get here. We have that wick there too. So can do that above this high. If it can come back down here, because we're getting a little bit more clarity in my opinion on the 5-minute chart. If it can do that, I'll take the buy and see if we can get up there. Well, that's if we get the opportunity. Give you the chance. So if we can come back down there, that'll be my setup. But it needs to, okay, it may not give it to us. It may just run. It may just run. Run, Forrest, run. But I'm not gonna buy it up there. Would love to see us, low key, would love to see us create a fair value gap on the 5-minute chart here, and then see if we can, you know, trade down into it. not give it to us. Run, Forrest. Run. This music right now is just OD. What is it? I don't know. I've never heard this before. This is a first for me. Would love for us to create a fair value gap on a 5-minute chart, honestly. Trying to wait for that. Got 4 minutes. If it goes up there before, then it is what it is. But gotta wait for that. So we got time. Obviously don't want it way up there. But you know, price can just do that. It may not give an opportunity drawing back down here, because that's very clear up there. This may very well be a breakaway gap. So my original thought process was right, but let's look at, oh, this one I don't have it on here. It kind of overlaps there. We have 3 minutes. We're just hoping in 3 minutes it doesn't just trade up there immediately. So we've hit the midnight opening price and the first presented displacement there. Just want to see some retracement, just not straight up. Let's get a retracement here. Then we can move on. Yeah, we may not get this one. We may miss the bus. We got like 4 minutes. Oh, sorry, 4 minutes. We have a minute and 10 seconds. You know, we just, come on, man. Don't just run up there. Don't just do straight beeline. Yeah, I think it's gonna just run up there. It's gonna punch up there before we can get in. Then just have to kind of readjust from there, because it doesn't look like it's going to come back down here before. Honestly, don't even know if that would be good for this. I mean, literally straight beeline. All up close candles. Sheesh. Okay, now it's 05, but like if it can trade back down here, it would be nice, but I don't think we're gonna get that from where it is. Let's change this color. Okay, we can just take this off for right now. I don't think it'll do that from where it's at right now. I don't even like that, to be honest. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna give it to us. Ideally, I'd want to see it trade deeper in here. Like, but I don't think we're gonna get that. Because of where we are, close proximity, He's just gonna punch up there. Then we'll have to adjust to readjust. Ideally, this PM session low, if it could get hit down there, I would love that more. Like if it can fail to come up here, come back down. And I'm also watching ES because sometimes what you'll see is one of them will not trade down into the gap and then the other one will. So like, for instance, let's say ES will come down here inside of this gap. This one won't. So wherever this one is, it'll still give you like that opportunity. But yeah, I'm not thinking it's going to give it to us right now. I feel like it's just going to run up there and punch it. Got in gold longs. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, I don't even have gold on my chart, so I couldn't even be like, oh, let me just go take a look. Like I don't even have it there. But yeah, when I passed it, I was trading gold. To me, gold was just cleaner for me to see it, so that's why I traded with it. Then I started coming back to Nasdaq, and Nasdaq was offering some good things, but then kind of lately has not been as clean. But again, it's January, right? So like nothing too crazy. It's literally January. Let's just pull this. That's what I'd want to see, to be honest. I just don't know if we're going to get that. But that's what I'd want to see, personally. Come down to this line. I'm okay with buying it here right above this because of what this is. But yeah, that's what I would need to see here in order to do this. Because like clear draw, I want to see us fail, come down here, and then offer that those prices. But yeah, I gotta wait. I can't just buy it up here. I'm not doing that. If it does that, then that's just what it does. But it needs to come down. I'm not buying up there. Just not doing it. Patience. So what I'm watching again, look at ES. But again, I personally don't want to even buy it up there. But I'm watching ES to see where ES is in terms of its gap. That's close enough. So that's what I want to see, honestly. Like it'd have to come down to this high right here. But like even these lows look kind of crazy, but like these lows look crazy, but this right here looks even crazier in my opinion. But yeah, so I really want to see it come down. So I don't need this anymore because I pretty much know where I'm looking to buy at this yellow line. But it needs to trade down there. Like so now we have this gap, like I see that. For me, like buying in this gap and then expecting to come up there, even if ES trades down here, it's just not, I don't want to see that. I want it to give us an opportunity to trade lower. Not hold this one, trade this one. If it trades deeper, I'll add a little bit more. And then we'll see if we can trade up above these highs to like 25,749. That's what I would look for. So, wait, 20,000, yes, 749 is there. But again, I don't know if that we're gonna get that today. But gotta be patient though. 25,749. 749. Let's just put a little bit lower. And then we got 7,058.25. 7,058.25. Those are 2 levels above that I'd be looking for if we can trade down here. And I think that'll give us a nice range. Trade down there, that gives us 90 handles for like a, that'll give us some good range. But we'll see if we can even get that. It may not give it to us. It may trade up there first. If it trades up there first, then have to adjust and see what's gonna, what price is doing there. But I want us to fail and trade down like this. Now, I want us to trade deep into that. What I may do is scale in, because I just want to see this come down. That's what I want to see. Because I feel like this would be a nice trade if it can come down and then trade higher. But up there, I just don't want to buy it. I'm not willing to be a buyer up there. I'll buy down close to this high. And if we can trade deeper, I'll add a few more. But not up here. This gap, I don't really want to see respected. Again, the 3-minute chart, I kind of drew what I was looking for. So roughly around there. You can't do 4-minute on here. Let me just see what the 4-minute chart looks like. Yeah, I'd like to see us come down to this, actually, on the 5-minute chart. This high here. If we can come down there, I'm definitely buying. Because I'm looking at it like this, actually. I like this. So if we come down here into this gap, I actually like that. And the breakers right there. So I'm actually going to leave it on this. Because I like the way that this looks. Visually better. To me. The buy side, I guess, is there. So in this gap, I actually like stop loss is there. So this is a I like that. So I'm going to just scale in. If I can do that, trade down there, I'll buy some more. If we can trade down in there, I might have missed it, but it didn't trade deep enough for me. Come on, go down there. Come on. Come on. Come on, I'm waiting. So we can trade down in there. That's what I'm waiting for. It may not give it to us. It may just run. But we just wait. Trade down into that gap. I'm literally like watching the gap. My fingers on the trigger. It just needs to do that. And then I'm ready. If I can trade deeper, I'll take more. May not give it to us. That might be the trade right there. Didn't trade down low enough for me. I wanted to see it hit the open. So we hit the upper quadrant of the opening range from yesterday, but I really want to see us trade into this fair value gap, or that volume imbalance. That's what I was looking for. Remember I was telling you how this will trade down and then this one won't do it? That's kind of like what I did want to see that in this case, but that looks like that's what we got. Because that's what I was waiting for, just to trade right there. It failed. So, yeah, so for me, there's really nothing else. Like, Yeah, I don't want to buy it up there. I'd love to see it come down into here, personally. That's what I wanted to see. But I unfortunately don't think we're going to get that. Just have to wait. Like I'm not gonna buy it up there. If it ends up like leaving and I don't get it, then that's just kind of what happens here. Let's go back to the 5-minute chart. So we'll buy 2. If it can trade down in there, I'll buy 2, and I'll stack it as it goes deeper into there. But it like needs to trade down into that. Like other than that, then there's really nothing else for me to do. I don't think it's gonna give it to me. It's just not gonna give it to me. It's like, no, we will not go lower. We will stay in this upper gap. Yeah, I don't think so. Look at that. Just still couldn't trade down there. That's literally all I was waiting for. All I'm waiting for is that right there. That's all I'm waiting for. Fofo bulldog pointed at you and tell that fetch. I can't listen to this classical music. Come on, stop run one more time. Just run deep. Run down here. Run right here. Get in there and we'll buy. Even though it's looking at ES, this doesn't look as lovely, in my opinion, but I want to see it come lower. Let's go to the 5-minute chart. That's where this is based off of. So let's go there. I'm trading sometimes it's like 90% doing nothing. Just waiting. So we can trade deeper into that. And even down into here, I'll add more. But the way ES is looking, nah. What does a 50-minute chart look like? There's even a gap there in the 50-minute chart. Okay, if we can trade deeper, I'll add more. Breakers blocks right there. I'll add more if we can. If not, then that's all I get in. So initially we got some nice response, right? We got a nice response from there initially. Let's see what we can get here. Let's see if we can get like a nice pull up there. Pull up on me. Let's see if we can get that. I wanted it to honestly trade deeper. It just didn't even give that. That's kind of atrocious. So it needs to to continue showing this expansion, pushing above, in my opinion. Don't want to see it start to retrace here. It's opening range high from the previous day. I mean, it could probably go a lot higher than what I have, but I think I'm just gonna leave it there. So let's see what we get. Of course it's lagging, right? Why would it not lag now? Bro, don't you find that interesting? How this wasn't lagging at all. As soon as I get into a trade, this thing is lagging like crazy right now. I find that very interesting. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. I do like that response that we got there from it, and we should look to see if we can take out this buy side there. Bro, what is happening? Y'all see this too, right? Or no? Y'all see it too? It's not just me. So I want to see us take out this buy side here. We're hitting the opening range high from yesterday. So at this point, I'm going to reduce my risk up to pizza height. 38.40, that right there. Trust me, I wish I had my full 5 on, but I didn't do it. I want to see it trade deeper. So see if we can push through to that upper level. That's essentially what I'm looking for. See if we can do that. Come on, bring me the money. Don't do that, Nasdaq. Come on, bro. You can push a little bit higher than that. Go a little bit higher than that. Come on, Nasdaq. You got it, my boy. Don't turn on me now. Feet don't fail me now. Low key, I just need to actually lock in 150. I honestly really don't care. So why I'm trying to lock in 150 is because then your boy gets a payout. Your boy gets a payout for real. So we can do that. I mean, we're almost there. Come on, you got it. You know, what is that? 3. Like, bro, that joint was right there. Nah, we gonna let it go. That's what it is. That joint was right. What is ES doing? Yeah, we should be straight. Should be straight here. We should get this punch through. Those are the 2 levels I was looking for. Now, wouldn't it be a shame for it to come all the way back down? But guess what? That's what happens on this trade. Like, that's crazy, my boy. Push up there, man. Push up above the high, man. It's like, come on, bro. You got it, bro. Push up there, 321. It's like right there, my boy. Push. You got it. Just one more, just little like, I can't clap because it's going to snap. One more little snap up above there. And we got it. I might just actually close it for real, for real. We dip back below this, you know, we just going to fully close. Yeah, I'm good. I don't really care about that, to be honest. It's like 30 bucks. So that's the trade today. So we made it back. And we... Wait, what? I'm trifling right now. Hold up. I'm sick right now. So I only... Okay, so I closed the trade, obviously. It was a good trade. Don't get me wrong. Very, very good trade. So now I'm only up $89 on the day. So that means I don't get a payout. But it is what it is. It's a good trade. I wish I could have added more in there. I thought about adding the full size, but just didn't. I wanted to see if it was going to trade deeper down. Obviously, didn't give it to us. Like when I was reading up here, this showed something different than what was up there, obviously. So it is what it is. So if I only hit the full thing, that's fine. I thought I already had payout, but it didn't give that to me. I forgot I already lost. But anyways, it's cool. Let's go over to trades. I don't need to take anything else. We're chilling today. Yeah, total payout. Like that means I got to trade again. But let's go to the how much the charts show executions. So today. Look at that. We're not gonna talk about that. So today we took our first trade was five trades, or sorry, 5 lots. Went short, was wrong. Lowered my risk, got in here. There we go. Lowered my risk, got in here. I wanted to see if we could trade deeper. It literally had no drawdown, like 0 drawdown actually. So trade down into this volume imbalance up here. We looked at it on the regular trading hours because it looked closer, it looked better, and there was a whatchamacallit, there was a breaker block on the 5-minute chart that overlapped, so that's why we took that, right? So, you know, pretty much straight run, and then look where I had the my highest level. I wanted to see it go there, bang bang. So obviously if I had 4 payout, but it's a dub, we'll take it. We take the dubs, it's just something little, right? We'll take the dub. That's the last trade of the week. We go into the next week, same process, same everything, right? I didn't get the payout today, but it's cool. It'll happen next week, and then we'll be going crazy, right? We'll be going crazy. Hey, it's a parade, right? We'll be going crazy. So, again, appreciate everyone for getting on. See, teacher, I'm telling you, look, it's a parade, man. It's like it had nothing to do with you, man. I was just on the wrong side. But then this is a dub though. I like this one. This one was pretty quick, right? We weren't in drawdown at all. Got to the sniper entry with this volume imbalance. I mean, we waited. That was a big thing today. We waited, right? We waited for it to trade down. And then the rest is history, right? So patience, right? Remember, the first shall be last and the last shall be first. Just when you're trading, remember that. It will come back. And even if it didn't, it wouldn't have been a trade for me. So appreciate all you guys for being on. I am gonna make that corgi that let me show you this, by the way. Let me show you this on right here. Cool. So this is why I said, like, I have this screen on the 5-minute chart. And this is why I said, ooh, I like it on the regular trading hours 5-minute chart. That's why I left it, right? Because you see, here's a breaker block. High, low, higher, high, fair value gap, wick, volume imbalance. Everything is there, right? So that's why I liked it on here. Like, you guys didn't see that, but that's what I was looking at. So I was like, ooh, I like it on the 5-minute chart. So that's why I think having multiple charts up here shows this is the midnight opening range. You see, that's why I picked this one. I always pick like 1 to 2 higher. Now this one I probably could have been like 1.5, honestly. Let's look at it. So negative 1.5 is right at the high. So again, I don't do that. So it has to be above it. So since it's above it, that's 1 standard deviation and, well, 2 and then 2.5. But I do 2 lines above and 2 lines below. That's how I use this. Then we have this. Remember, the weekly profile was suggesting higher but wasn't getting that. So now that confirmed here, right? Confirmed with us, trading higher, that's what we're going to get, especially to these. Because there's SMT there. That's why I was saying I was a little bit confused. But it cleaned itself out on the 5-minute chart, right? So we just got to be patient about that. But yeah, so that was the basis of the trade on the regular trading hours. Again, I don't necessarily do this often, but when I saw this, I knew that it was go time, right? So, okay, I appreciate you guys for being on. I'll catch you guys on, let's look. We can look together, actually. We can do it together. I'll catch you guys. Ooh, next week. PM stream next week, by the way. Did you send the signal in the Discord? No, I didn't do that. I didn't send the signal in the Discord. If you're talking about the trade I just took right now, teacher, you're talking about something else. But next week, PM stream for sure on Wednesday. PM stream. FOMC, we're going to get busy here. So next week, Monday, Tuesday, I'll be streaming live, but I'm not going to be using my funded account. I'll be using funded account Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. That's the plan. That's what we're going to stick to. So you're going to see TradingView Monday and Tuesday. That's just what I'm going to go with now. But no, I didn't send the signal in the Discord. I don't really know how I'd even do that, to be honest. So maybe if you know of something where, like, if I get into a trade or something or whatever, it lets you guys know. I have no idea. If that's a thing, then let me know. I'll do it. I have no issue with that. But again, here's what we're looking for. I would have loved for this to be $150 because then I would have had payout. But next week. Comment day, right? Next week. So, oh, you want to make bread with me? All right, cool. Yeah, we can do that. So yeah, I'm not really sure how to do that because I think it'd just be too much to sit here and be like, now I'm getting in and then try to get in. I guess maybe taking a picture before and after, but that might be kind of hard. I don't know. Maybe if you have ideas or know other ways, I just really actually don't know. So, but yeah, all right. So that was it. I think we still ended this week negative. Let's see, actually. I think we still ended this week negative. Oh, minus $23. So, we chilling. Ain't too deep. We had a big week. Minus 137, minus 25 or 23. Probably if I left it go, it would have went to I've been plus, but it really doesn't matter. At the end of the day, we finna get it right anyways, right? So there we go. That was a trade for today. And yeah, I'll catch you guys also in the Discord. I gotta make that stuff as well. So I'll put that stuff in there. But again, appreciate you guys. Catch you guys in there. Peace out. Have a great weekend. We're supposed to get some snow here. I don't know if y'all supposed to get some snow where you are, but yeah, it's gonna be crazy. But I'll see y'all. Peace out. Yeah, I got you, teacher, for sure. WWs.